R squared is related to correlation. In simple linear regression, simple meaning there's only a single x variable, R squared is the squared correlation between x and y. I'm not going to prove that here, but that can be done. We know that correlations range from -1 to +1. If you square those values, then the squared correlations range from 0 to 1. And that's exactly the range of R squared. Now, looking at an example, here is R output. You see down here, it says R squared, they call that multiple R squared here, is 0.7418. There's also a quantity called adjusted R squared, which we will ignore for now, and we'll look at it a little bit later in the course. So we have multiple R squared is 0.7418. And here we calculate the correlation between the two variables by hand. Here this refers to the correlation between IBM, a large US company, and the S&P 500 index. Yeah, and so up here we had the formula Y, meaning IBM stock price. How does that relate to the S&P 500? So, and if we look at the correlation between Y and X here, between the two variables, here we get the correlation matrix, and we see that the correlation is 0.8612. It's of course symmetrical here, but it's 0.8612. So if we are right that the squared correlation is the same as R squared, then squaring this value should be the same as 0.7418. And if we look here on the right, that is indeed true. That only works with one x variable. In multiple linear regression, we have one y variable and multiple x variables. And we have not yet seen a definition of correlation in this situation where you have more than one x variable. But there is one such definition, and the R squared corresponds exactly to the definition of multiple correlation. It's just that you haven't seen that yet. All right, that concludes this segment.